every damn time.
He's trying to goat me.
That one wasn't water.
He is trying to goat you to say something because of what he does. And everybody knows there's a policy. And this is like the third Yet Come On Show podcast in a row that I've had to say, really? Really? We talk about this, that nobody talks until I introduce them. And constantly you do it.
Well, I remember doing it the very first time I was on this show when we were at Legends doing the 1 year anniversary party.
And you were out of control and I put you in your place.
But I did start talking right away. So I learned that rule day one.
What about you? It's only been 4 years, 186 shows.
Sun never sets on a badass.
I
was trying to think of the dumbest response I could come up with.
What does that even mean? Hi, it's Southside Steve. Welcome to the Yet Come On Show, show 187. I'm Southside Steve, your host. Once again, I said my name twice. It's weird. This is my co-host, Brett Barney.
Cheers.
This is my co-host, Jeff Cole. We are the Yet Come On Show, and we are intoxicated a little bit. We've been pre-drinking. We've been hanging out at our studio here, and we're having a good time. And we decided, hey, you know what? It might be nice to do a podcast. I will say this once. I won't say it every show, but we are doing this tight. Jeff is in charge of tightness. He will kick me under the table when it's time to do sponsors. He will kick me under the table when it's time to throw to Brett to finish us off. And we will give you a clean-ass show, 30 minutes on the noser. That's it. When we have a guest, which we will, they're coming up, 40 minutes, and you will be done with us. Fair?
What? Jeff's bad cop, so I got to be good cop?
Which kills me because you're not a good cop. Why don't you be bad cop and bad cop's assistant, and I'll be good cop?
Wait,
I'm the one.
You're perpetrator. You're perpetrator.
I am a perpetrator. I'm the worst guy of all three of these guys. But for some reason, the second we get on the on a podcast, Jeff starts dropping cuss words like shit, fuck. I mean,
Brett gets hammered.
And Brett gets drunk as shit to the point that I got to call his wife going, can you come get him?
Normally, I can be the one who gets a little drunk, so I'm not actually drinking today, but sometimes
the two shows in a row,
you might have like me and Brett combined where I'm going to be filthy and drunk.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh my God, we should do it.
And by the way,
we should do a show where Steve, you and I just get drunk, and Steve has to moderate the whole game. No, he'd be like, "Wait, why did I leave my house for this?"
But see, I
got 2 kids.
Here's the
I
deal,
got 2 more.
and I've always been paid to be the hot mess. That's who I was on all shows. Now I'm the guy that tells people to settle down.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. And here's the deal. Brett ruined it. It's the same setup. I didn't move it. Brett's wearing the same clothes. Yeah, we taped 2 days. We taped 2 shows in one day because you didn't change.
It was Thanksgiving.
I know. So we taped 2 shows.
So we got
this
Thanksgiving.
Is our,
we got a little time right now.
We taped 186, and now we're doing 187, literally 15 minutes after doing 186.
You guys didn't change clothes either, so fuck you.
No, we're wearing the shirt. I can wear this every week.
Yeah,
Look, this is the uniform. Too late now.
Watch this.
Well, wait.
Is this like one of those? Like
now we have a whole new week.
No, it's a whole new. We did this a whole new time.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just keep laughing. Because whenever you hear things that be perfectly isolated, whenever you hear someone say something like, "Oh, I got to ISO that,"
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I hate that ISO word.
You do. You do. What should I say?
In the business, I mean, I don't know. It's like, all right, instead of isolate that.
You've gotten burned with those over the year. Like,
my whole career was getting burned on isolation.
Right. I mean, that's what
I would say something would come out of my mouth and they're like, keep that.
And not only other people too. Like, the other version of come on, I don't say it anymore because you don't like it.
I don't like it. That whole come over. Look, man, my hair is full enough. It's greasy. I haven't even washed it in 3 days. But I have a full head of hair.
But it's only because it was isolated, and Larry ran that played it all the time. It's stuck in my head,
and I hate it.
So anyway,
I just think it sounds stupid.
Whatever
but
you want to call it, I'm going to ISO it. You go, Jeff.
What'd I say?
You said Jeff is in charge of tightness.
You are.
Yeah. I'm keeping that.
Keep it, Jeff. But see, I do those. That is the Did you just cough on me? That is the brilliance of me. I will give you 10 of those a show. That's what I do, and I don't realize I do it. Just like last week, technically an hour ago, I said, Jeff's hair's flicky. And Brett comes dressed. What is that shirt? Do you even give a shit about this show?
Scofflaw. It's local business. I support local business.
All right, Scofflaw, why don't you wear one of my Yet Come On bourbon whiskey shirts?
Oh, dude.
to legends. Yeah,
Because you
come on,
keep
bourbon
giving me
whiskey.
mediums, and I'm built like a large XL.
Okay. Yeah, what'd I give you?
Do you
excellent.
understand what
Why-
I...
where's your Yeah, Come On Show shirt?
That's in my drawer.
That's in my drawer. I need it on your body. On your body.
What is that voice you do when you do that? Who is it? Like it sounds familiar, like
Dude,
something known.
That voice has been around for a while. Not to mention, and actually, you've gone away from it. You remember you used to do like everybody's mom, and you had a whole bag. Like my mom with chain smoking, macanudos sitting in the kitchen.
Now, look now, baby. I did that, and then there was one where Tyler. I'll be like, I could do breast mama. Now, look, Jeff. That's my baby right there. That's my cute little baby. He's a little overweight, but that's my baby. And I love my Brett Barney. He kisses mommy on the lips, slip in a little tongue. But look, you be nice to him. Okay? Now, I love him. It's a combination of rhubarb, and it's a combination of just a southern voice and a woman slightly overweight with a little gristle on her chin.
Which makes it perfect because my mom's from the Midwest.
Yeah.
She's not from Alabama?
No, all my family's from Minnesota.
Now, your mother would be like, now, Jeff. Hold on. I love you, baby. It's Sally, your mama. Why is it that you curse so much? Is it that influence of that Southside Steve? I heard he had 419 lovers. Now, isn't your lovely wife, Jessica, your second? Because I remember, seeing you in the nude, and you had a small penis, and I just figured you didn't love a lot.
What?
That was me.
See,
That was my mom talking to
That
me?
was usually the responses that we would give. What the fuck?
That's your mom talking to you.
Exactly.
About my small penis?
About your small penis, and you've only had 2 lovers, and the reason you cuss is because of me.
Oh.
Dude, I had 419.
Can I ask you guys a
Now, Brett, stop. Don't you get involved. Just shut your mouth.
Mom
What?
question for y'all.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were younger, or I don't even know, even at this age, and you meet somebody that, like your mom's around, and they look at you and go, so-and-so changed your diapers.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh my God. Like
I hate that.
I feel like probably
All those
half,
people.
half of Atlanta changed my damn diapers.
Well, you'll get to the age where you'll be that guy that had changed diapers on some. You'll watch some kid grow up where you were that guy.
Yeah.
Well, she'd be like, oh, this is, so-and-so who I worked with. By the way, she changed your diapers.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, you're a coworker? Like, can you imagine if Southside came in here and was like, hey, grab Parker's, he got a back blowout. Go take care of that, Jeff.
Yeah, go take it. Jeff will tell me to pound sand. Parker was actually in our studio for the show last week, and it was, he came in, for about 45 minutes before I got him over to his school. He just lays there on the ground, hangs out, walks around a little bit, talks to me off air. Then when I put a mic in front of him, won't talk. But we have a 3-year-old running around here some mornings.
Yep.
That's just the way we roll.
I mean,
and then Jeff has some. I don't know.
But I'm still able to keep it tight.
does.
Even when there's kids running around.
But then some of your transvestite friends come by.
See, look. This just shows how diverse the demographic is of the Southside Ride.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's true.
Uh-huh.
No race, creed, or color doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We love all. We love all. Well, there's a couple people I don't love.
Uh-oh.
Putin,
Nancy Pelosi.
Kim Jong-un,
I don't like him. I don't like Kim.
Fidel Castro.
The dude who was just in town, XI.
Xi Jinping.
I don't like him.
In San Francisco. From
Yeah,
China.
what was with all the China flags?
Dude, we covered that on our air. Again, if you're watching this, spread the word of the Yeah Come On Show podcast. But Jeff and I are on My Fox FM. It is independent radio. We're in Middle Georgia and Atlanta, but we're on a app that you can download. Just listen to us from 6 to 10 a.m. My Fox FM. And we get away with a lot. And Brett knows we're somewhere between corporate radio and a podcast. I think more towards a podcast.
Yeah.
But we obey FCC rules, but we're allowed to talk about politics and call people out, which corporate radio cannot. And we talked about the fact that dude landed, the China emperor, whatever the hell his title is. I could give an F.
Biden called him a dictator, and then apparently they were not happy with
He is
that.
a dictator. He's in place, and he tells people what to do. He wasn't elected.
Well, he said, what did he say? It was like, he's a dictator in the sense that he's the leader of a communist country. And they came back and were like, that's misleading.
No, it's not. You're a dick.
Like
okay?
the Chinese
Right?
PR people.
I mean, but
said
I
that.
know most of the stuff I wear was made in your country. Thank you for that. But no, when he lands in San Francisco, it's like they roll out red carpet for a guy that brought us COVID. then the whole streets are lined with China flags. No American flag in sight. What is that?
Dude, that literally just had me thinking that we're gonna do an episode. I'm gonna call it out one day. Like, what are you wearing that was made in America?
Oh, or no! What do you have that is made in America?
Like, do you have anything on right now? That's literally like I'm trying to think. Like, I doubt this was. There's no way. This was cheap. It's very comfortable.
That's a crappy shirt, and it's probably got pit stains, and you wore it on our podcast.
No, it doesn't. Does it?
Yes.
Do I have pit
He
stains?
sweats.
Yeah.
He's a sweater. I have been in the studio with Brett in the summertime. We had an AC issue. It was down to his waist. Long.
Oh, yeah. Down the butt crack and
Are you
everything.
taking your shoe off?
I'm seeing if they're made in America.
Jeez. All right, so we were going to talk about movies.
Oh yeah. Well, there's the Napoleon movie coming out. I haven't even heard of this yet.
Looks awesome.
No, I saw the preview for it. It's Joaquin
So,
Phoenix
actually-
plays Napoleon.
Let's be real. When we're putting this out, it came out like 3 days ago.
3 days ago. So
In
right
theaters.
now we've taped this ahead of time, but I think it's a new flick. The Napoleon thing's a thing, I guess. But Joaquin is a little too tall to play Napoleon.
Oh, dude. Okay, first off, Joaquin, I put him up there with Leonardo DiCaprio, one of the best actors of my generation, not y'all's, mine.
We had River.
Hold on a second.
We had River.
I'm the exact same age as Leo. Like,
Yeah,
literally,
that's not your generation. You're Burt Reynolds.
No,
I'm Burt
no,
Reynolds.
he's Burt Reynolds. I'm Burt
I don't
Reynolds
even
when
know
I
how
was a
old you are.
kid.
I just lump you in with him, like 62.
Yeah, no, I'm 48. I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be 49, just like Leonardo DiCaprio just turned 49 and had a huge party where everybody came out.
Everybody was at
Here's
that
the thing.
party.
Here's the thing. You weren't watching him at your age. Like, I'm not watching, I'm not sitting there being like, hey, guys, the actor in my generation was Logan and Jake Paul. Because they're like my age.
Speaking of Logan, I remember as a kid watching Logan's Run. Do you even know what that is? It's great. There's at least 40 followers that know what I'm talking about. Logan's Run.
I always like that one show. Was it Logan's Heroes?
Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan.
Come on, boys.
He did that
Come
shit.
on.
He did it on purpose. Yes, we
Yeah,
did
you
it on
see,
purpose.
okay.
By the way, Bill
that
Crane,
right there
was it Bill
showed you guys
Crane or
were
Brian
old.
Crane?
Bob Crane.
Bob. I knew
That
it was a B
showed
word.
you were old.
No, Bob Crane. He went down nasty. That was a bad death.
Who, Bob Crane?
Yeah.
Well, he had a little sexual deviant to him. Remember the
did.
movie
Wait, how'd
about
he
him
die?
with Greg Kinnear?
He was murdered.
But by a guy that they were making like porn, like back in the
What?
60s.
They did porn movies. I mean, that dude was making killer money off of Hogan's Heroes, and he was doing porn stuff.
Yeah, and then
Wait,
what's his name?
he was
Will-
in the porn, or he was
No,
filmed,
they were filming and they would watch him, and he was kind of a sexual deviant, and there was no porn back then, so they kind of made their own. Him and some guy who had like one of the first video cameras
Ever.
played by Willem Dafoe, who was completely creepy. Oh, you got to see that movie.
You do. If you
I
haven't
forgot what
watched
it's called. I
it's a
forgot
good
what it's
movie
called.
to watch.
It's
called Crane Nest.
I forgot what
Nest
it's
of
called,
Crane.
but if you look, Greg Kinnear's in it.
Is it on streaming?
I'm sure. Just look up Bob Crane death.
Yeah. So, first off, Napoleon. No, wait. Did he get like battered by dildos? I assume. Wait, which came first? Did the dildo come first?
Do you know
or the
how
video
long
camera?
it would take to beat somebody to death with a dildo? Do you have any idea? I don't know if you could do it.
I'm sure there are versions.
It's like I'm going to beat your ass with a balloon. I mean, granted, it's heavier, it's rubbery, but still.
I'm
right?
sure there are primitive versions of dildos.
I remember
But,
that time. For the regular guys, I walked into an auction, one of those antique auction things, and I brought in what I said was my great grandmother's dildo, and it was made of wood. And I cut it to look like a penis, and I brought it into one of those auction houses, and they were filming. They were totally offended, asked me to leave, and I said, "No, this is the dildo from the early 1800s. It's been passed down through my family."
I don't remember this.
Didn't you put a check on a
that's a good
dildo?
one.
I whittled it myself.
Didn't you put
I did.
Didn't you put a check on a dildo?
I did that too. I went into at the time
Tried
it
to
was
cash a dildo.
it was a SunTrust bank, and it was off of Chamblee Dunwoody, and I walked in and had a dildo. All the information was on there, and Larry had signed his name on it, and I pushed the dildo across and said I need to cash the check. They kicked me out of the bank. Great. Then they got my tag number. One of the bank officers came out and took my tag number. I'm like, what are you doing? Whatever, you got my tag number. Fine. But yeah, those are crazy things that we've done. That's radio. We're all three radio guys. Brett does some radio now. Jeff and I on MyFox FM You do the Atlanta Braves, which
Do
is
whatever.
fantastic, and you do whatever's needed. And Brett comes from a news radio background. We are the Yeah Come On show, and right now I just want to take a break. And I do want to get into Napoleon just because you've made it a thing. And I want to hear about Joaquin Phoenix. Do you have enough to drink, or do you need more ice? Don't we have an ice cup for you? I'm watching.
That's what I was looking.
Right now, we want to give thanks to irmedcenters.com. That's irmedcenters.com. Go to it. They're doing a special. We're talking about it on My Fox FM. We have a Stephen Reardon, which runs the company. They have 2 locations in Woodstock and Buckhead, but it doesn't matter. Everything is done by the phone. You actually get a medical doctor to come online with you. But right now, it's all about weight loss. You know, people are dropping pounds, and it's all about testosterone, which could be an issue. Most men need testosterone. They say in the 50s, we all ran around with 600 as a level. Now we're all 300 due to what's in our foods. So cool thing is they do a medical check. Everything's done. It can be done over the phone. So if you're in need of weight loss, irmedcenters.com. You can drop 30 pounds, and it's like $290 a month, which would normally cost you $700 to $800. So they're running a special. Joe B's. I love my bee pollen. You're going to get on it.
Yeah, I'm going to get on it because I like natural stuff. I'm gonna kind of.
He's a natural man.
I can lean to the health stuff.
And let me tell you, with joebees.com, nothing is added with Joe Bees. It is straight bee pollen, and the bees tap into everything that is nature. It's the one thing, if we didn't have bees, do you realize the circle of life would end? Bumblebees are key. These honeybees are key. And bee pollen is like one of the greatest vitamins you can take. For me, I get energy out of it. It also helps with allergies, but it has a lot of different advantages. Special price right now when you do a 6-month. Go to joebees, BEES.com. And I also want to thank David Markwell. We're going to have him on our show, My Fox FM. He is our counselor. He's been with us since day one as a sponsor. I went to him for marriage counseling. He's fantastic. He's out of Marietta. David Markwell. All you do is go to markwelltherapy.com, and you can Zoom if need be, or if you're, middle Georgia or out of state, he's your guy. And lastly, circle285.com. Circle 285 is there for your insurance needs. They deal with the top 25 companies. If you're a good guy, you don't need to be saddled with bad guys. In other words, should you have the same insurance as the dude that's replaced his roof twice or been in 3 car accidents and totaled 2 cars? No. They'll find the right company for you. Do it for personal, do it for business, do it for your home, do it for your rental property. Go to circle285.com. And now I just kind of want to get into this Napoleon, and we thank all of our advertisers. We really appreciate you. And keep in mind, these are great people, and I wouldn't let anybody be on this podcast because I don't want to deal with any complaints. These are the best at what they do, and everything's rock star, and it's affordable, which matters. So is Legends. Very affordable. That's a $30 bottle, and it drinks like a $50 bottle. Can I say that? You'd agree.
Absolutely, I would totally agree.
Brett, can I say it? You're on your fifth
I'm actually.
glass.
I feel like I got some total FOMO. I'm missing out because
About to be
I
on my
can't.
6.
I can't drink right now, and I'm dying to.
Don't let us bother you, okay? You're
double fisting.
He's doing a White Claw, and he's having a bourbon drink. It's gotten out of control.
He's being
here.
a man and a woman.
It's gotten out of control.
But I did it the proper way. You drink the White Claw.
We are having way too much fun, and we snuck things. Right now, off camera, Lily, would you like to come in? We are about 15 minutes away from ending our final podcast and leaving the building. Is there anything we need to know?
No, just next week.
Next week? What do you got? Power washing what? The stairs. Are we going to be able to get up here to our studio Monday and Tuesday, or are the stairs going to be being cleaned?
It's going to be clean on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
We're good.
Nobody's here. We're not here Wednesday. Do it all Wednesday. Lily is off camera, but let me tell you, Lily is she's the key to this location. We are at Oxygen Financial right now in Alpharetta. These are our studios. It's also the same studios we use for the Invest with Roots studios. So yeah, we're not here next Wednesday. Boom. Thank you. Where do you want to put the note? Come on in, Lily. Let people see you. You're too cute. Come on in. There it is. I don't even know if you were spotted, but she had a camera.
I think she might have was in there.
All
Yeah.
right, Lily.
You might have saw her nails.
Lily, we have 2 glasses. We will bring these back in. We stole them.
Oh, you're fine.
We're cocktailing.
Yeah.
Jeff's not drinking. He's sober. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Once again, you're watching the Yeah Come On Show, Show 187. And I do want to talk about the Napoleon movie. We haven't had a lot of movies. We cover this on our radio show because of the SAG strike and everything. I don't know who put this movie out. How did it squeeze out?
Ridley Scott, Apple. It's an Apple.
It was probably
thing.
done before the strike.
So yeah, this has probably been going on for a while because you're talking. This is supposed to be of the caliber of Gladiator. Is what we're all thinking.
Okay.
And the
Why? Because
previews-
River Phoenix? Not, excuse me.
Joaquin.
If Joaquin's
Well,
Joaquin.
yeah, him and Ridley Scott. It's just a big budget historical movie like Gladiator.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. So, but it's going to be in the theaters and Apple at the same time.
So I thought it was dropping on Apple, and I was very excited. I was like, "Oh hell yeah! I ain't got to do anything. Got the family in town or the wife's family, and we can all just sit down and watch.
That's your family now too.
Our family.
Your family, our.
Yeah. That's like it's our money, and then I ripped a fart, and I was like, "That's our fart."
We own that part.
Yeah, but no. So I think it's in theaters, and then it's only releasing on Apple at a later date, and it'll probably be on Apple for X amount of time. I mean, they were the ones that made it, so like, why would you even allow Netflix to have it? But outside of maybe like 2 years later, if they're gonna pay you, a king's ransom for it
down the road. But yeah, they're probably going to try to squeeze all the box office they can for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's that kind of movie. I ain't heard of it, but yeah, we talked earlier. I think Joaquin Phoenix is too high because the whole thing is
He's
Napoleon.
too tall.
That's the whole saying, like Napoleon complex. That means you're a short guy that has a complex.
And you do this. I mean, I know he's going to do this because that's what Napoleon did. But I know Napoleon was, a bad guy. He was trying to conquer a lot of people. He was hardcore. France, I don't know the property they owned at the moment.
What's that? Are you saying the hand and coat?
Yeah.
That's all the pictures of him were like that. My favorite
And I
thing.
think it's because it keeps you still.
That's a sign of the Illuminati.
My favorite.
I don't know what I'm doing.
my
doing
favorite-
By the way, I'm just letting you know.
My favorite Napoleon thing is. Do you remember in Boogie Nights? They're doing that fake documentary on Dirk Diggler.
Yes.
And he's going. Yeah, I'm like Napoleon. Just like people just kept trying to conquer him. Like you got it totally backwards. that was a genius line and a genius scene in Boogie Nights.
That was hilarious. Boogie Nights is the most brilliant thing and the comeback movie for Burt Reynolds.
Although he didn't like that movie when he was making it.
How?
I don't know, but I've read and heard that like he just wasn't. He thought wasn't into it, wasn't that excited about it. But yeah, it was a huge comeback role.
No, it was
Just not
brilliant.
feeling it.
Huh?
Just not feeling it.
He's got to feel. It was the same thing. There's two big movies. I love how people look at comeback movies. Not that River. I keep saying River.
Joaquin.
What the hell are
Sorry.
you getting?
Well, I'm older. I knew River. I don't know what. I know Joaquin.
I
Who the
remember
hell
he was
is River.
his
His
brother.
brother. He died at the Spider Room, right? Or
The
Velvet Room.
Viper Room.
Viper. Damn it, I was close.
The Viper Room.
Yeah,
on,
Viper.
on Larrabee Street, which is I lived right down there when I lived in Hollywood for 6 months.
Jeff lived in Hollywood for 6 months near the Viper Room. And that's where he died.
What was River Phoenix in?
Stand by Me.
Who gives a shit?
A night in the life of Jimmy Reardon.
Thank you. That was a good one.
The one where he was a country where they go to Nashville. Sandra Bullock's in too. I forgot the name of it. Maybe I think it's called A Thing Called Love. He was big, and then
Did he do the Raiders thing? No, that was the other guy.
he
Shia
did.
LaBeouf.
He did. He was in one of the Raiders of the
He was
Lost
in one
Ark.
of the Raiders
He
of
was
the
in one
Lost
of the one
Ark.
in the late
Did
80s.
he have like the cut cleft lip like
No,
Joaquin does
that's
too?
just Joaquin. He didn't have one.
But Joaquin was originally known as Leaf Phoenix. Do you remember that? He was in Parenthood, the movie Parenthood with Steve Martin as Leaf Phoenix.
And he was awesome in that.
Yeah,
He was
remember,
awesome.
Because all he was yanking the crank, sneaking around yanking the crank.
That's all he was doing. He was literally, and it was an
Oh, I'm
issue.
so glad I'm so glad you know that movie that
No, I
well.
love that movie. And are you kidding? Keanu Reeves is the drag racer
Yeah.
in that movie. Hilarious. Worst haircut ever.
Did y'all ever watch Flight of the Phoenix?
Yes.
No, it's what is it? It's the one where Joaquin's trying to become a rapper, and it's like a documentary. And you watch
I
him,
thought it was about Goose.
and you watch him get blown by a hooker. Like you see his dick and everything.
You know what? We had a good podcast going, and then you got to bring that shit.
Have you not? Have you seen it?
No. Have you?
No.
It's a wild.
I thought I'd seen it. I haven't seen. I absolutely have not seen that. I did see. What was it, My Own Private Idaho?
Yeah,
Or-
that's another one of his.
that was a little disturbing. I've seen a few disturbing movies. I also saw.
was it?
What's the one with Iron Man's in it? And
Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr. But it's like at the '57 Corvette, and he's having to do things for the dude that was the bad boy of the '80s. That also was in Blacklist.
James Spader.
Thank you.
Less Than
James
Zero?
Spader, Less Than Zero. That's why Jeff's here. Less Than Zero. That was horrible what he was
Yeah.
having to do to work off money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's some bad things. Being that you're crossing over your moral compass.
I totally forgot
for
he was
money.
Johnny Cash.
He was Johnny
Joaquin,
Cash.
yeah, Walk the
Joaquin-
Line.
No, he killed Johnny Cash. I thought that was
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought he played Johnny Cash.
Oh,
Perfect.
Signs. He was in Signs.
Of course he was with Mel Gibson. He was the younger brother. Just knock it out of the park.
Did
or
he
hit
just
it.
win an Oscar for
this is it.
Joker?
This is it. I'm Still Here. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
Joaquin
that one,
Phoenix-
yeah.
Okay, that was the one. Yeah, because
I thought it was real.
Well, see, that was the
No.
genius of
It
that.
wasn't.
The entire
I
thing.
saw a
'cause-
little bit. I never finished.
Well,
it,
they
but
get
I
they
saw
get they
enough.
get the prostitutes in New York, and it
Yeah,
looked
so you know the scene I'm talking about. I was
Yeah.
like, and now I'm looking at Joaquin's dick. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
in
I
this
thought
movie?
that was real at
No.
first.
Well, because the scene where he went on, I think it was like Conan or
Yeah,
one of the late
yes,
shows.
yeah.
He actually did that, and they aired it.
Yeah, that's why I
Remember
thought
how
it
rough
was
he
real.
looked in that movie?
Yeah.
He let
Horrible.
himself
Do
go.
you remember? Because he goes and he does his first rap show at that big nightclub in Miami, and he gets in a fight with somebody in the crowd in the middle of the song. It was like "Flight of the Phoenix," I think was the name of the song,
Ugh.
and it was terrible.
Well, look, let me tell you right now, go see Napoleon. It's been out for a few days. It's a new movie. I can't wait to see how this lays out or how it goes. Is it a doc or is it they're going to take some? I mean,
Yes, it is. It's a documentary. They
All
were
right.
they were walking around following Napoleon, you know, filming. Like, do you understand the definition of a documentary?
No. Okay, sorry. Do not. You're right. Nobody was around. Can you tell me what years he lived? I forget. 17s or
no. He was
18?
18, 17.
No, he was into the 19s, I believe.
what? No, he didn't live in. No. You're
No.
you're being
No,
dumbass in my doc
I think
statement.
it's 17s and 18s because he did the Louisiana Purchase.
All I know,
Did he? No, he didn't. You do the Louisiana
I will
Purchase.
show you right now.
you might have because that was French.
I don't know that he
owned.
was a part of that. So we're saying late 17s, early 18s.
That's
with
what I'm.
Napoleon?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, 1769 to 1821. I was thinking. for some
18,
reason-
wait, you don't go that fast. I hate when people go fast.
1769 to 1821.
So he only lived to be 21, 69, 70, 30,
51.
51, 56, 52 years old.
51.
51. All right. Ooh, went out early.
Well, we'll find out more in the movie.
We will. We'll find out more in the movie. Right now, could you please finish me off?
It does look awesome.
No, I'm going to probably watch the movie when it's available. It's a theater movie.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna wait till it hits Apple because I already have Apple
All right.
Plus. And
Are
all
you a
that.
theater guy? Get your mind.
I want to be, but it's just I haven't seen. There's not a lot of movies I've wanted to go see in the theater, or they because they come out right away. I can wait these days. The whole thing's the whole
Well, it's not
business.
like you take your kid to Napoleon. I don't know.
I could take my son. He'd probably be into it.
17, he beat history.
Yeah.
History's cool. All right, right now, the Yeah Come On Show 187 will be finished off by one Brett Barney.
Busy reading about the Louisiana Purchase.
Let that go.
Okay.
Are you just trying to prove
By the
your
way,
point?
that was 1803. So that would have been right in the middle of his reign. If he was 1769 to 1821, it was
All
1803.
right, I'll
I-
believe
I-
you. He was a part of the Louisiana Purchase.
No, he took our.
No, but he sold it.
he sold the
to us
land
for
to
like
us.
$50 or something. We
Got
got a
it for
deal on
50
it.
bucks?
Something like that.
$15 million.
Back then?
Yeah. Look how much
Yeah, but that's
land
like
that
half-
was.
that's like half the country.
It was a third of the country. And
I'll take it.
They say in today's dollars, it would have been like 342 million.
Which is not a lot for.
No.
We got a deal.
You can't even buy a ranch in Montana for 342 million now
Oh.
with Bezos and all those guys there.
I don't know. Ted got a deal on his.
Ted has a ranch. In...
Ted Turner has a ranch in Wyoming.
Oh, I was thinking Ted.
Where do you think
Oxygen
Ted's
Financial.
Montana Grill? Where? I mean,
I was thinking Ted Oxygen Financial.
not our no.
Well, I mean that was a reasonable thing to think. I mean, Ted might have some land in Montana. I don't know.
He might.
Dude, the first time I met him, I kid you not, when he was coming
Ted Turner or Ted Jenkins?
on Jenkin,
Ted Jenkins, who owns this building we're in. Go.
Oxygen Financial. He goes to Italy the week after we meet him, and he's like looking at olive groves or something to buy to make olive oil and start a new company. It was just like, who is this guy?
He owns. He also owns Circle 285.
He owns a lot more than that.
I know. Love you, Ted.
All right, boys. An American woman said she was shocked to discover that Alaska isn't actually blank, calling for an overhaul of the school curriculum. An American woman said she was shocked to discover that Alaska isn't actually blank, calling for an overhaul of the school curriculum.
Canadian? Would you think it was Canada?
No, wait. Do it again. That's a long one.
An American woman said she was shocked to discover that Alaska isn't actually blank, calling for an overhaul of the school curriculum.
I think you're right. It actually isn't Canada.
It isn't Canada, or it isn't Eskimo land.
Isn't an island.
Island. Damn it.
She was like,
missed
well, I thought it was an island, so obviously we have to change the way we teach our kids, because if I thought it was an island, obviously our kids think it's an island.
Well, a lot of people think to become a 49th or 50th state, you have to be an island. I mean, Hawaii was.
But here's the thought. If you misconstrue something or you're confused about something and you think the reason for that is because our schools taught us something and now we need to change everything because you're an idiot, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Come
I
on.
mean, yeah, come on.
Yeah,
All
come
right.
on.
Sailors are testing a new way to ward off orca attacks by blank. Sailors are testing a new way to ward off orca attacks by blank.
By shooting sperm. Whales. Sperm whales.
Yeah, I knew where you were going.
Why
I got
does
you,
he
I got
always
you.
do it? Every other show,
I was
he's got to
talking-
talk about sperm.
I was talking about an animal, a sperm whale.
All right. But he does it. Remember the bucket comment 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was hot.
Jeff Cole, out of control. I'm telling you right now, I get worried with having you on the radio.
I actually like that. That could be like his,
It's his thing.
Jeff Cole, he's out of control.
He is Jeff
need to-
Cole. He's out of control.
We need to drop
Do
for
I
that.
need a theme song? Do I need to write something up?
Write a theme
Jeff
song.
Cole, he's out of control.
DJ Brett Barney, he's totally intoxicated.
Steve might touch you. Never mind.
I'm a toucher. So do it one more time.
Sailors are
Sailor.
testing a new way to ward off orca attacks by blank.
To ward off an orca attack. So you're not going to paint your boat like a seal because that's what they eat. To ward that off.
Yeah, these are no. These are the
By playing heavy metal music underwater.
Ooh,
blasting
no.
thrash metal.
No.
Yeah.
I guessed it. I swear on my life, on my dad's grave, to God himself, I had no idea. I swear on my life. May I die at this moment if I'm lying.
All right. I'm gonna need.
Was that too heavy?
No, that you meant it.
I
and
meant
you
it.
got it right 100%.
Got it right.
I'm not gonna let you see the answer, but I'm gonna need a little help on this one. And I know your reading skills are top notch. So Scottish ultra marathon runner. What is that name? Joe.
Josiana Zanriski.
Josiah Zarowiski.
Zarowiski.
Scottish ultra marathon runner Jay-Z banned for 12 months for what?
By the way, he's Scottish and I did a Russian accent. How much is that?
You always do a Russian accent
It's-
when
this
you're
is-
trying to do anything foreign. You
I
just
know.
lean into a Russian.
I
This
did
is
do-
this is a
and-
woman.
and-
I lean into
Let me-
Jamaican. I do Jamaican on
see,
everything.
Let me do Scottish. Hold on. Irish true. His name is Josiana Zarinski.
It's a female.
Josie Zarinski. What's the question?
All right, I'm just gonna call her Jay-Z. Scottish ultra marathon runner Jay-Z banned for 12 months for what?
What would she be banned for 12 months? It's not going to be drugs or steroids.
That's actually a good route to go. Yeah, the whole Neil Armstrong, Tour de France.
running without panties.
Running with one ovary because Neil had one testicle.
I like that you're rolling with the Neil thing when it's Lance, but I still like it.
Lance had one testicle. She has one ovary. Where did I get Neil from? Who do I know named Neil only has one testicle? It's got to be somebody I know. God, what would it be? What would it be? You think so? You're giving us a hint. It's
Scottish
a
ultra marathon runner Jay-Z banned for 12 months for what? Think about
horse serum, horse sperm, not serum, sperm.
What?
Well, he always thought sperm. I was trying to jump on his bandwagon.
All
She
right.
drank horse sperm. No. What?
Using a car during the race. Like you guys,
I always wondered if somebody would do that.
You way
like a runner
overthought
jump
this.
in a car and just get hauled ass like 10 miles on a marathon.
That's
just to pop
exactly
out.
what happened.
You can't do that. That's cheating. That's just cheating.
Isn't that a famous story from like the Boston Marathon or like the New
A
York
runner,
Marathon?
no, a runner ran in on I don't know which marathon. It was one or the other, Boston or New York, but they ran in and they were caught jumping in.
And I've heard like New York Marathon, if you run that and if you happen to be on like the subway on the route, you'll see a lot of people with numbers on while it's like nobody's finished yet. There's people on the subway.
Damn. I
mean,
mean,
they don't know if it's like they're late to the race or if they're cheating.
They're cheating. A lot of people just want to run across from their family. Oh, I ran it in 3 hours, man. That's a bitch of a race. I'd be like, I'll see you at nighttime. That's how long it's going to take. I'm Southside Steve. This is Brett Barney. This is Jeff Cole. We are the Yeah Come On Show. Thanks for listening or watching show 187. Can I get a yeah come on?
Yeah,
come on.